Come to Helmuth Ford, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty.
Hi, this is Stacy from Shuttler Insurance Services. Come see me on the east side of the square in Sigourney for all your insurance needs.
The band Full Circle is coming to rock the Keswick Tavern this Saturday, May 31st from 8 to midnight. Full Circle is a professional 5-piece band playing popular 100% danceable covers of classic rock, pop, and R&B from the 1970s through today. The Keswick Tavern is located at 117 South Irons in Keswick. So make plans this Saturday night to meet your friends at the Keswick Tavern for the band Full Circle. As always, there's no cover charge at the Keswick Tavern. Jace Race 2025 is Saturday, June 7th at the North Mahaska Junior Senior High School in New Sharon. The 5K starts at 8 a.m., followed by the 1-mile fun run. To sign up, use the links on the North Mahaska Education Foundation's Facebook page. Pre-registration guarantees you a t-shirt, but you can also sign up the day of the race. There will be some giveaways and first-place prizes. In memory of Jace Carrico, who passed in 2008, the Carrico family appreciates the community's support. Neil.
Hey, man, what's up?
You want to do some radio?
Radio? I haven't been on the radio for a long time. But yeah, that'd be cool.
Cool.
Skunk River Radio. Let's get skunky.
Southern Iowa, it's rodeo time. The 2025 Albia Chamber Main Street Rodeo returns Saturday, June 7th at the Monroe County Fairgrounds. Rogue Rodeo brings us 8 thrilling events, a bull ride showdown, comedy from Ronald Burton, and the dazzling Diamonds and Dust performance. Gates open at 5 p.m. for food, fun, and high-energy action await. Tickets on sale now at albiachambermainstreet.org. Adults $15 in advance, $20 at the gate. Kids only $10. Saddle up for a night of tradition and thrill. Don't miss it.
Hey, and welcome in. It is time for some softball action here on Steve Shuttler Media. As you can hear through the microphones, we're at an angle where the wind is blowing directly into the microphones. It is a breezy night here in Packwood. We do thank all of our Pekin Panthers sponsors for being on board for our baseball and softball coverage this spring and summer. We're going to be covering some of the Pekin games, and that includes Fremont Funeral Chapel, also Daisy Dew Landscaping, Keokuk County Hospital and Clinics, Oski Dental, Nutrien Ag and Hedrick, Copeland Auto Body, Cranston Family Funeral Home, and Fairfield Precast Concrete. A bunch of people on board to help us out with our broadcasts, again, here on Steve Shuttler Media, Facebook and YouTube. And again, if you know somebody that is at home that can't make it out to the game tonight, that would like to see the softball game tonight between Pekin and Twin Cedars, make sure you share this with them and let them know that the game is available to watch. We got a little bit better of an angle tonight than we did at North Mahaska on Wednesday evening, but other than the breeze, it's a nice night. We've got Josh Clubb here doing the play-by-play as usual. Josh, what are your thoughts heading into the game? You know, your microphone turned on would be good.
You always keep my microphone off. You just want to hear what I'm going to start with to see if it's approved. That's your 5-second delay. Obviously, early in the season for both of these teams, Pekin yet to find a way into the win column here thus far, as they've started out 0-2, losing 13-8 to Hillcrest Academy and 11-1 to Lone Tree. Twin Cedars is 1-2 on the year. They dropped their opener to Seymour and then lost to number 2 rated Martinsdale St. Mary's 13-3, and most recently beat Mormon Trail by a score of 33-7. 5, Steve. 33-5 is quite the score there.
Yeah,
so,
that is a crazy amount of runs.
So we'll see here tonight. Both teams had a rough patch. This game was originally supposed to be Pekin and Winfield Mount Union in a softball season. So we got Twin Cedars and Pekin. I'm familiar with Twin Cedars. The last few years they've been, I think 2 or 3 years ago, they were state champions in softball. So good program there, and of course familiar with Pekin. So excited to see how this one starts. Looks like for the Panthers are going to start out with Carly Gamble catching, batting first and catching. Addie Smith batting second and pitching. Ezra Parsons batting third and playing shortstop. Maya Bainbridge is playing third base. She's batting fourth. Batting fifth is Kennedy Long playing second base. Batting sixth and playing first base is Anna Hadley. Batting seventh and playing left field is Michaela Shuttlefield. And batting eighth is Zoe Atkinson. She's out in right. And Abby Geis is batting ninth, playing center field. For the Sabres, you got French pitching. Batting first. Batting second is Duran, playing shortstop. Reed is in center field, batting third. Mockenhot is playing first base, batting fourth. And Ford is playing second base, batting fifth. Batting sixth is Weldon, playing left field. Fee is batting seventh and playing third base. McCarty catching, batting eighth, and then batting ninth, your right fielder, Greitenbach. So that's how the two starting lineups are set to start this thing. And speaking of starting lineups, Steve, I'm going to let you talk for a little bit because I'm going to do some PA announcing while we're here. And they didn't put first names on this lineup card, so I need to figure out those first names.
You got recruited at the last second to do the announcing for the fans here in attendance. So
everybody just loves my voice.
Yes, you're doing dual jobs tonight.
Yep.
The one time I did announcing at halftime of some names for Pekin football. I think that was our Pekin homecoming. I totally butchered some names. So good luck, Josh.
You bet.
Again, we're a couple of minutes away from the first pitch for Pekin and Twin Cedars here on Steve Shuttler Media. While we do have a second, let's take a peek at our upcoming schedule for baseball and softball for 2025 on our Facebook and YouTube pages. Of course, tonight is that Pekin Twin Cedars softball game. Coming up next week, we are busy. Monday, we've got North Mahaska versus Montezuma baseball. On Wednesday, we'll have North Mahaska Sigourney softball. And then on Friday, we'll have Pekin Wapello baseball. Then on Saturday, we're back here at Pekin with Pekin versus North Mahaska. A couple of our area teams going at it for those games. So full week coming up next week. Josh and I are going to be seeing a lot of each other next week. And as you can see, throughout the month of June, it's just a super busy time for lots of baseball and softball.
Please stand. Those out on the field, we need to line up. We need to do the national anthem at this time, please, and thank you. This is what sucks about having two sides, and no one's on the same schedule. Okay. Whenever you are.
All right, the national anthem here at Pekin, as we've got Pekin and Twin Cedars softball for you tonight here on Steve Shetler Media. Okay, we had a moment of silence there for the young lady from Pekin that passed away in the car accident earlier this week. Again, a breezy night here in Pekin at the softball field. You see the umpires taking their spots on the field. Josh again with the dual roles tonight of doing commentary and doing the announcing, the PA announcing for the game tonight. You got recruited into that last second.
Yeah, I did. And I'm just going to do starting lineups, so we'll see. We'll get that underway after the coaches meeting here. But yeah, national anthem and moment of silence for, it's tough as a high school student to have that type of loss and then to come out and perform your duties here tonight. But Pekin seems to be ready and in decent spirit as we get set to go in this one. I just got the starting lineups for Twin Cedars all written in, so I'm all ready to go for my other microphone. It's across the way there. It doesn't have a nice stand like yours does, Steve. It is looking at the flag though. This wind is blowing straight out of here, so I'm guessing any type of decently hit pop fly to left field's got a chance to carry its way out into the. I think that's cornfield out there beyond the pine trees. I'm sure you can see that. Grain bins back. It's a good backdrop here.
It's about as rural Iowa as you can get for the backdrop.
Yep. Yeah. So, no, excited for this one. And we were just talking up here in the press box before we went on the air. We're going to have Pekin at the University of Iowa later on this year. That'll be a fun game. 2 games that day. So that'll be a good experience for these kids to play on a college field.
That's here in a couple of weeks. Saturday, June 14th is the day for that.
Yeah. As soon as this coach's deal is done, we will jump up and do starting lineups. And I suppose you probably just listen in with your mic, huh?
Sure.
And I don't know how loud the speaker is here. So we're set, so we're going to do that.
Do it.
Real quick before I get started. So on the softball side of things, you will see that we are honoring the orange ribbon for National Multiple Sclerosis Day. This is in honor of one of our players' father who is battling with MS at this time. And we were taking to honor him and wearing orange for him at this time. Starting lineups.
All right, your starting lineups for tonight's game between the visiting Twin Cedars Sabres and your very own Pekin Panthers. Starting with Twin Cedars, batting first, pitching, number 29, Chloe French. Batting second, wearing number 6, the shortstop, Kristen Durant. Batting third, playing center field, wearing number 11, Allie Reed. Batting fourth, playing first base, wearing number 7, Amy Mockenhall. Batting fifth, playing second base, wearing jersey 14, Kennedy Ford. Batting sixth, playing left field, wearing number 5, Jaden Weldon. Batting seventh, playing third base, number 20, Ashton Fee. Batting eighth and catching, number 10, Layla McCarty. And batting ninth, playing right field, number 25, Jordan Greatbatch. And now for your Pekin Panthers, Leading off, wearing number 6 and catching, Carly Gamble. Batting second, pitching, wearing number 3, Addie Smith. Batting third, playing shortstop, number 2, Ezra Parsons. Batting fourth, playing third base, number 18, Maya Bainbridge. Batting fifth, playing second, number 24, Kennedy Long. Batting sixth, playing first, number 55, Anna Hadley. Batting seventh, playing left field, Michaela Shuttlefield. Batting eighth, playing right field, wearing number 12, Zoe Atkinson. And batting ninth, playing center field, number 1, Abby Geis. Let's play some softball.
Josh Clubb with the PA announcing. Sounds like you've done that before, Josh. You knew what you were doing.
Yes, I have done that before.
You knew how to work the crowd.
Yeah, oh yeah.
How to favor the
I had
home
him eating
team.
it out of my hand, and it was there was dancing going on.
Yes,
Things got crazy.
obviously.
It was nuts.
The people
but
in the
that's-
stands were. It was like a party, a New Year's Eve party going on.
that is not what happened, but yeah, definitely not a first time, and also not the first time that I have done that while broadcasting. Steve, as a matter of fact, I've done it broadcasting a game on a radio station once before, where person that was supposed to announce the starting lineups did not show up, and I was up there with a microphone. So apparently, to the general crowd and administrators in a game or at a game, they see somebody with a microphone and think,
Yeah.
he knows how to talk. We'll just
Yes.
ask him. But
Well, hopefully you get a free hot dog out of the situation.
yeah,
at least.
well, I don't want to. You can. That brings up memories of basketball. If we had some conversations about the different things we were eating at the different times, and I do remember very much. It was a Peking game where you had a mouthful of nachos, and I was asking you a question. You're like,
crunch, crunch, crunch.
all right, enough talking about me and Steve. Let's get to the ball here. Starting out with Chloe French, last name French, very popular you remember that from Twin Cedars. I'm not sure that it was her. It was definitely her older sibling. Was pretty well known for hitting the deep ball. She takes the first pitch for a ball, lower or outside and low. The 1-0 goes right down the middle for strike number 1. Evens the count at 1 apiece. Smith out there, comes set, throws the 1-1. This is roped out to right center or right field. It's all the way back towards the wall, and it is fouled. Actually, kind of a blind there in the right field corner for us. It's covered up by the dugouts, but watching umpire Jeff Folman down there, he's threw up the 2 hands for foul ball signal, and that moves the count to 1 ball, 2 strikes. Flo, as they call him, umpired a junior high game this morning as well, so busy guy. As Smith deals the 1-2, and this is low for ball number 2.
Should mention that people are hearing cheering in the background. We've got a baseball game going on the other side of the field here.
Yeah, and maybe in between breaks we'll jump over there and give you an update on the Pekin score over there. Pitch is fouled off, keeps the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Pekin baseball is playing Winfield Mount Union. They do have the baseball team, so kind of a rare sight in high school ball where you have 2 different teams at the same site, but it does happen. Smith deals the 2-2. Pitch is upstairs for ball 3, and French able to work the count full. This will be the 7th pitch of this opening at bat. Chloe French is fouled a couple off. As Smith tries to win the battle here, she fires it in there. It is fouled straight back to the fence. Keep the at-bat alive. French is the pitcher for Twin Cedars, so starting right away with a pitcher's duel. Smith deals, pitch is swung on and hit hard to right field. Back towards the wall, and it's dropped out there by Atkinson. Off her glove, French rounds second. Get the throw in, and she's going to have a stand-up. Probably going to be scored as an error, but ends up on third base. Steve, you might have been able to see that a little bit better than me. It looked like it popped right out of her glove, like it went in and came out.
That's what I saw, yeah. Trying to keep my microphone turned down just to keep the wind from blowing into it.
Score that an E9. And that brings up Duran, the shortstop. First pitch to her is called strike one. Kristen Duran, senior. Shortstop awaits 0-1 from Smith. Pitch is swung on and hit hard to left field. It's got some tail on it. It's trouble. It is. It gets all the way to the wall. Scoring easily is French. Duran stops at second. And our score is Twin Cedars 1, Pekin 0. Scored that one a double. That ball was really curving away from the left fielder. And kind of a line drive, little bit of air on her. Here's the first pitch to Reed, and that's a called strike. Reed playing center field for the Sabres. Zaddy Smith fires, pitch is swung on and missed for strike two. And looking at what you can see on the screen, you'll probably see that the scoreboard is dark out there. They had a little bit of issues with it and had to get a replacement coming, so no scoreboard at the ballpark tonight. As Reed awaits the 0-2, the pitch it comes out of the hand of Smith and rolls in home for ball number one. I don't know if she was trying to throw a changeup or something there, but lost a grip on it. You got Duran up there at second base. The pitch swung on and fouled back to keep the bat alive. Smith winds, delivers 0-2. Swung on and missed for strike one or strike three, and the first out of the inning. And that'll bring up number 7, Amy Mockenhop, senior, playing first base here tonight, batting .200 on the year. As Smith fires it in low for ball number one. So the 1-0 to Mockenhop is called strike one, 1-1. Evens it up. That is Kristen Duran out there at second base. She reached on a double to left field. And here's Smith to Mockenhop. This pitch misses upstairs and inside for ball number 2. 2 balls, 1 strike on Mockenhop. Smith misses upstairs for ball 3. 3-1 now, hitters count for Amy Mockenhop. As Addie Smith looks on, Gamble gives her the signal she's ready to throw this 3-1. The pitch swung on and missed for strike 2. Brings the count full. 1 out here in the top of the first inning. The payoff pitch is in the dirt for ball 4. And that'll put a runner at first. With 1 out, runners at first and second. And that'll bring up Kennedy Ford, the junior second baseman. Stands in on the right side and waits the first pitch from Maddie Smith. Smith pitches, gets inside, and gets past Gamble, and runners will advance up to third and second. So it's ball 1 to Ford. With runners at second and third, 1 out. Smith fires, gets a swing, gets her to chase one upstairs for strike number 1. Pitch is bunted right up the middle. Gamble fields it and runs the runner back to third. Now they got her in a pickle, and it's dropped at third base. They fire it back home, try to get the tag, and got her. Mockenhop moves up to third. That is the second out. Ford makes it all the way to second on the play. So Pekin saves the run, or stops the run, gets an out. Stay in the same situation, though, with runners at second and third. Two outs. That brings up Weldon. Pitch is swung on and missed for strike 1. It's Jaden Weldon, left fielder. Another senior for these Sabres. Awaits the 0-1 from Smith. Pitch is right down the middle, swung on and missed, and they throw back behind. Not in time. Interesting choice there to throw back to third with 2 strikes, no balls, and 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Swung on and hit lazily to the right side, but foul. Jammed her up there. Count stays no balls, 2 strikes. Top of the first inning, Twin Cedars has 1 run in. It was 1-0. Runners at second and third. Weldon at the plate, the 0-2. Swung on a miss for strike 3. And that will send us to the bottom of the first inning, with Twin Cedars leading 1-0.
Schedule your next dental appointment with Dr. Dan Schuster at Oski Dental, 641-673-4845. They're accepting new patients. Oski Dental will file all of your insurance forms for you. They're a Delta dental provider. And Oski Dental is located at 902 South 17th Street in Oskaloosa. That's Oski Dental, 641-673-4845. We make smiles happen at Oski Dental. And we do thank the likes of Oski Dental, as well as all of our sponsors on our Pekin broadcast this summer: Fremont Funeral Chapel, Daisy Dew Landscaping, Keokuk County Hospital and Clinics, Oski Dental, Nutrien Ag and Hedrick, Copeland Auto Body, Cranston Family Funeral Home, and Fairfield Precast Concrete. You'll be seeing some of their ads during the broadcast, and you'll see their rotating ads in the corner of the screen throughout the games. So thanks to all of those folks here on board for Pekin Baseball and Softball on Steve Shuttler Media Facebook and YouTube. We've got Pekin hosting Twin Cedars tonight. Twin Cedars with a run in the top half of the inning, and Pekin is coming up to bat. Josh Clubb with the play-by-play.
Alrighty, well, leading off for the Panthers will be the catcher, Carly Gamble. Addie Smith, the pitcher, and Ezra Parsons due up this inning as they'll look to answer. Pitching for Twin Cedars is Chloe French. First pitch is high for ball number 1. As Gamble steps out. Now back in the pitch. Inside for ball 2. As the 2-0 to Campbell is popped up to the right fielder and catch is made. The ball sailed on her a little bit, but able to get her out for the first out of the inning.
On a breezy night like tonight, you get one up there in the air and anything can happen.
Yeah, certainly makes it tough to judge those. And as we saw, the right fielder Greitenbach there had a little bit of trouble. Here's a attempted bunt / slap from Addie Smith, the pitcher. French's pitch this time is bunted down the first base line and foul for strike number 2. Smith digs back in from the left side. The pitch this time is a slap attempt. It goes foul. As a reminder, if you're new to watching softball or baseball, it is in varsity level. They do play 7 innings. There's run rules. It's 10 runs after 4 this year, 3.5 or 4. Here's the pitch. This is slapped just over the head of the second baseman. Great placement there by Addie Smith, and Pekin has their first runner aboard. That'll be a 1-out single for Addie Smith, and that'll bring up Ezra Parsons for the Panthers.
I'll go take a peek at the baseball score and be back in a second.
All righty. Parsons and Gamble both bat this inning. Pretty familiar with them through the basketball season. Here's the first pitch to Parsons, and she reaches out to bunt, misses it though. Actually, no, they say that she got a piece and sent it foul. So strike number 1 nonetheless. Addie Smith certainly on the move there. Here's the pitch. Swung on and hit softly to the shortstop. It's going to be caught. They're going to try to double up Smith, but she is back in time. As Parsons flies out to the shortstop. For the second out. That'll bring up Maya Bainbridge. Bainbridge all the way to the front of the box, takes the first pitch and hits it down the third base line, foul. About 3 more feet on that one, and that would have been trouble because that would have got to the corner. Maya steps back in. Smith still at first. The pitch inside as they throw back behind, and Smith gets back safely. It'll be a 1-1 count on Bainbridge. As Pekin's looking to answer the 1 run that was scored by Twin Cedars, the pitch is gets away from the catcher. Wild pitch there is going to advance Smith to second. Makes count 2 balls, 1 strike. The pitch is a wild pitch again, and Smith will move up to third now. 2 in a row there by by French. Just, I don't know if she's trying to, motion of her hands almost looks like she's trying to throw a screwball, and it's just not gripping it well enough. There's a pitch, swung on and hit hard and deep to left field. This is trouble. This is over the fence and gone. Home run for Maya Bainbridge. A 2-run shot with 2 outs in the bottom of the first inning, and Pekin now leads 2-1. As you'll see Bainbridge come in and celebrate with her teammates. I actually could not see that ball up in the air because of the post here back behind home plate. Not until it got just about to that tree.
You called it during the pregame. If somebody got a hold of one
in left field, it was going to get out of here. Yeah, that wind is stiff coming from behind us. That brings up Kennedy Long, who gets one pitch and she gets hit by the pitch, and she'll jog down to first. So that'll bring up Anna Hadley now. I'm going to pause for a moment and check on Long. She's kind of walking off. Must have hit her in the right foot. And something fell down in the dugout. I don't know what it was, but
I think it was behind us.
Yeah, there's this dugout split in half by a wall. We can't really see what's going on over there, but we can hear it. And hopefully everybody's all right over there. As we're all set now, Anna Hadley steps in, 2 outs with the runner on first, pitches inside, and they're going to try to steal second, and she is somehow safe. That was a not good jump by Long. Pretty decent throw by the catcher, but just not caught by their shortstop, and she gets into second base. Hadley has a 1-0. Pitch from Hadley is roped out to left center field, and it's going to bounce and get all the way to the wall. That's going to score Long. Hadley's looking too. She's going to be close to there. She does get in there with a double. Anna Hadley with a double, RBI double to extend the lead. Now 3-1 Pekin. The pitch is high. It is swung on and just tipped up the first base line, and they're going to get the out for the third out. Not before Pekin does some damage. They get 3 runs on 3 hits. A couple errors, 1 left on.
The staff members at Fremont Funeral Chapel in Fremont, Iowa will guide your family in creating a meaningful ceremony to honor the life and memory of a loved one. A ceremony can be anything you wish it to be, simple or elaborate, traditional or unique. No matter how it's tailored, such a ceremony is an important step in recovering from loss. Let the staff at Fremont Funeral Chapel in Fremont, Iowa help you in your time of need. And we thank Fremont Funeral Chapel for being on board as a sponsor on the Steve Shetler Media Pekin baseball and softball coverage this spring and summer. After 1 inning of play, Pekin leading 3-1. And we do thank all of our sponsors like Fremont Funeral Chapel, Daisy Dew Landscaping, Keokuk County Hospital and Clinics, Oski Dental, Nutrien Ag and Hedrick, Copeland Auto Body, Cranston Family Funeral Home, and Fairfield Precast Concrete, all on board as sponsors for Pekin baseball and softball. A breezy night here in Packwood. We head into the second inning. Twin Cedars coming to bat.
All righty, and still kind of catching up from doing that PA announcing. That brings up number 20, Ashton Fee. Fee playing third base for the Sabres tonight. Pitch swung on a missed. Pitch is got away from Smith again, rolls in for a ball. Yeah, I did not see what they call. I don't remember what they call the first pitch. I didn't mark it down. And of course, there's no scoreboard to look back. Here's the pitch. It's in the dirt for ball number 2. All right, so the count is 2 balls, 2 strikes, and Smith gets ready to deal to Fee. Pitch is swung on and missed. Got her to chase one upstairs for the strikeout and the first out of the inning. And that'll bring up McCarty for Sabres. Catcher. Pitch from Smith. Gets away from her again. To the backstop it goes. Ball number 1. The 1-0 from Addie Smith. Fires in there and popped to the right side. Foul. For strike number 1. Beacon leads 3-1 here in the top of the second inning. Smith fires. Swung on and missed. For strike number 2. Smith looking for a second strikeout of the inning. Throws this one high. 2-2. Is hit up the middle, but nearly colliding at second base. Ball drops to the ground. It'll go down as a hit. That was Long that was going for it. Long and Parsons. Some miscommunication there. And Twin Cedars has the second hitter aboard, and that'll bring up the number 9 hitter, Greitenbach, that is playing out in right field. Runner on first, 1 out for Addie Smith. She fires the first pitch in there. This catches the outside portion of the plate for strike number 1. Yeah, we had, Steve, the camera view wasn't great last night, but last night I was right behind home plate and I could really see where the pitches are here. I got a pole in my way. I can't see half of home plate. The pitch is swung on and missed. Got her to chase one upstairs. 0-2 now.
I mean, my view's great.
Yeah.
What you're complaining about.
Steve's over there having a great view and going back and forth between this game and baseball. Pretty soon he'll be eating a hot dog. Here's the pitch. Just missed and a little low maybe.
By the way, last check on that baseball game, it was 2-0 in favor of Winfield Mount Union. I'm not sure what it is right now. Still 2-0. All right.
Oh, you can see it out the window up here in the broadcast booth. Here's the 1-2. Pitch is swung on and missed. Got her to chase upstairs for the second strikeout of the inning. That'll be 2 outs. We'll turn to the top of the order as French will step back to the plate. Should deep ball to right field. Popped out of the right fielder's glove her first time up. Reached on that error, made it all the way around and scored the first run of the game. First pitch to her with 2 outs is just inside for ball 1. Carly Gamble back there working behind the plate, calling the signals. Doing a great job of staging these pitches up, too. Really has that good motion with that glove to make it look inside. Pitch is low and inside here this time, so it's 2-0 to French. French did work the count full their last at bat. Pitcher here tonight for the Sabres. They have a runner at first, 2 outs. The pitch. Swung on and check swinged actually and fouled it straight back behind for strike number 1. Smith fires the pitch, and this is low. for ball 3. So 3-1, hitters count to Clay French. McCarty over there at first. Respecting the arm of Gamble and not trying to advance. The pitch is high and away for ball 4. So 2-out walk will have us with runners at first and second. And that'll bring up Duran. The pitch swung on and hit deep to left field. No, it's actually short. It's hanging up there, but it's drifting back and over the head of Shutterfield. And we're going to get 1 run in. The runner's going to hold up at third, so Twin Cedars able to get another run in. Duran gets up to second base. As that pitch is popped straight up and coming foul. Landed right about where my head is, just on the roof of the building. Strike 1.
Problem with your PA announcing, Josh.
Maybe she does. What was her? Couldn't have messed her name up. It's Reed. R-E-E-D. Pitch is swung on and missed for strike 2. But then again, maybe it's pronounced Re-Ed or something. Who knows? Here's the 0-2. Inside and low for ball 1. Reed struck out her first time up, and this pitch is high and away, high for ball 2. Struck out her first time up in 4 pitches, so see what she does here is runner at second and third with 2 outs. Pitch is roped hard to the shortstop off of Parsons' glove, rolls out. Shuttlefield picks it up. 2 runs will score. Shuttlefield gets it in, and it's going to be a double for Reed. And the lead goes back to Twin Cedars now, 4-3. That'll bring up Mockenhop. She walked her last time up. Fourth count full. First pitch to her is low for ball 1. As Reed is at second. 2-out rally here for Twin Cedars as they retake the lead. Pause there momentarily for the umpire to adjust his mask. Back at it. Here comes the 1-0 from Smith. Pitch is high for ball 2. Smith misses, falls to 3-0 now. Mockenhop, first base is open, so walk doesn't necessarily hurt you here. Pitch is low for ball 4, so she walks in 4 pitches. There'll be runners at first and second, 2 outs. And that'll bring up Ford, the second baseman. She walked, made it all the way to third in the first inning. Pitch is called, strike 1. Pitch is hit softly right back to Smith. She makes the grab to end the inning. Now before Twin Cedars retakes the lead, it is now Twin Cedars 4, Pekin 3. Due up for the Panthers here in the bottom of the second inning will be 8, 9, and 1 with Atkinson, Geis, and Gamble.
For landscaping, excavation, and construction, Daisy Do Landscaping can do almost anything. Give them a call to see how they can help you out. Daisy Do Landscaping can help with new landscaping installation, planting trees, shrubs, and perennials, plus lawn seeding, fertilizing, and spraying. Daisy Do Landscaping at 641-919-1290 in Ollie, Iowa. You can find Daisy Do Landscaping on Facebook. And we thank Daisy Do Landscaping for being one of our many sponsors here on Pekin baseball and softball coverage on Steve Shetler Media. Coming up on tomorrow morning, Saturday mornings, we always have the sports section live from Barn Wired in Sigourney, and we're going to have some Pekin track athletes on tomorrow morning's show. Anna Hadley, Chloe Glosser, Will Adam. I'm drawing a blank right now on the fourth trackster from Pekin that'll be on the show. Also have some folks from English Valleys and some of the Sigourney boys golf team on tomorrow's show. So a loaded lineup for tomorrow's sports section.
All right, here's Atkinson. First pitch to her is high for ball one. Atkinson, the freshman here on this team, playing right field tonight. Pitch is high and away for ball number 2. The 2-0 is high and away for ball 3.
By the way, it's Casey Davis is our fourth.
He's right in front of us. Yeah.
He's got the stars on his head tonight.
Yeah, a lot of the Pekin track boys had hair bleached and designs in their hair. I saw them competing up at the state tournament. Here's a 4-pitch walk for Atkinson. So French walks her in 4, and that'll bring up Abby Geis, center fielder for the Panthers. First pitch to Geis is called strike 1. Pitch is bunted foul for strike number 2.
Last time we saw Abby, she was collecting a lot of rebounds on the basketball court.
Yeah, I saw her in the track as well. I know you weren't there, but yes, she was rebounding machine. Very physical basketball player. Pitch is swung on and missed for strike 3. In the first out of the inning, Atkinson stays at first. We'll head back to the top of the order. With Carly Gamble. First pitch to her is high and away for ball number 1. Carly flied out to right field her first time up. Pitch is swung on and hit right back to the pitcher. She turns, throws to first, gets the out. For the second out, Atkinson moves up to second, and that'll bring up the pitcher, Addie Smith. They reached on a nice little slap shot just over the second baseman's head. Then her first at bat came around to score. First run for the Panthers. Pitch is offered at and missed, tipping a slap again there. Twin Cedars not shifting into any type of slap defense yet. Pitch is offered out again and missed for strike number 2. Pitch is taken for ball number 1. One, 2 is taken for ball 2. 2 outs in the bottom of the second inning. Smith trying to extend the inning. Runner in scoring position. The pitch is taken for ball 3 and gets out of the catcher's hands, and that'll move the runner up. Atkinson finds her way to third. And Smith started this at bat 0-2, now works it back full. Pitch is slapped right back to the pitcher, snags it, fires it over to first in time for the third out. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left on in that inning. It's just the lone walk. And we will head to the third with Twin Cedars leading 4-3.
Keokuk County Medical Clinic is your one-stop shop for healthcare. Our behavioral health providers offer a wide range of services to help you reach your goals. We have multiple family practice providers who see patients of all ages for acute and chronic care. Through a partnership with Bloom Pediatrics of Ottumwa, McKenna Bond, ARNP is here on Wednesday and Friday mornings to give your child the special care they need. Libby Dasso, PAC, is here for all your rheumatology needs. Jack's Corner Drug is located just down the hall for your convenience.
Hey, we're back here at Pekin High School for Pekin and Twin Cedars softball. Got the schedule up on the screen there. We've got North Mahaska Montezuma baseball coming up on Monday of next week. We'll have Pekin and Wapello baseball on Friday of next week. Then Pekin Wapello baseball Friday, Pekin North Mahaska softball on Saturday next week. Other Pekin games for softball and baseball, we'll have Pekin Highland baseball Thursday, June 12th. Pekin at the University of Iowa for a couple of softball games on Saturday, June 14th. And then Pekin and Central Lee baseball coming up on Monday, June 16th. Several Pekin softball, baseball games coming up this spring and summer here on Steve Schottler Media, Facebook, and YouTube. About to start the third here. Let's bring back Josh.
All righty, here's the first pitch is bunted foul. By should be Weldon. I don't have a number 2 on my roster. See what this is about. Pitch is inside. Did she get the bat back in time? They say that she did. I don't know. Didn't look like she really pulled it back versus lunged out of the way. Nonetheless, count as 1-1. Pitch is showed bunt, pulled it back for ball number 2. 2-1 now. This Bainbridge was all the way in, nearly to home plate by the time that pitch crossed home plate. Pitch bunted right back to the pitcher, fielded by Smith. She fires it over to Hadley and gets her in time for the first out. It's 1 out, and that'll bring up Fee for the Sabres. First pitch is popped up into the air. Ezra Parsons calling it, but Smith drifts back and makes the grab for the second out. Two quick outs for the Panthers. And that brings up McCarty, catcher for the Sabres. First pitch is inside for ball number 1. Smith misses low that time, 2-0. Smith's pitch is swung on and fouled off of her leg for strike number 1. Here is the pitch. called. Strike two. 2-2 now. To McCarty hitting in the 8th spot. Pitch. Swung on and missed. Got her to chase one upstairs. Strike three, and that'll end the inning. Quick inning for the Panthers as the Sabres go 1-2-3. And we will head to the bottom of the third inning with Twin Cedars leading 4-3.
Schedule your next dental appointment with Dr. Dan Schuster at Oski Dental, 641-673-4845. They're accepting new patients. Oski Dental will file all of your insurance forms for you. They're a Delta dental provider. And Oski Dental is located at 902 South 17th Street in Oskaloosa. That's Oski Dental, 641-673-4845. We make smiles happen at Oski Dental. And we thank Oski Dental and all of our sponsors for being on board here for Pekin coverage of baseball and softball here on Steve Shuttler Media, Facebook, and YouTube. And we mentioned the sports section comes up tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. at Barn Wired. Of course, I was hanging out at Barn Wired in Sigourney earlier today. We always have our Friday Iowa Music Showcase at Barn Wired from 11:30 to noon with a different Iowa artist in to play some music and do a live interview. We always have a great crowd and great food and drinks available at Barn Wired. So if you want to pop in on a Friday at 11:30 for our Iowa Music Showcase, you sure can do that. Keep that in mind. Back to the action, bottom of the third.
All righty. Willie French back to work. First pitch is swung on and missed by Ezra Parsons. It is Parsons, Bainbridge, and Long due up here for the Panthers. Parsons popped up to the shortstop her last time up. Pitch is swung on, and this one's hit the left center field. This could find the gap and does. Bounces, hits the fence on one bounce. Parsons is going to try two, and she's going to get there easily. So leadoff double for Ezra Parsons. That is the tying run at second base. And coming to the plate is Maya Bainbridge, who took it deep in left field for a home run her last time up. First pitch to Bainbridge is high and away for ball one. As Parsons gets the catcher to chase her a little bit there. Get her to go back to second. Pitch is swung on and hit hard to the shortstop with the backhand. Gets the throw off, and it is in time to get Bainbridge. Parsons moves up to third on the play. Great play out there by the shortstop, Duran, for Twin Cedars. He's got one out. Kennedy Long comes up, second baseman. She was hit by the pitch last time up. First pitch of the at-bat. This pitch, she squared around initially to bunt, pulls it back. Ball one. 1-0 is bunted straight backhand foul. This time is bunted up to the third baseman. Third baseman Fields fires over to first in time, but Parsons scores on the play to tie it back up at 4. So Pekin electing to play small ball there to get the score evened up. That'll bring up Anna Hadley. Hadley doubled her last time up. First pitch is swung on and hit to the right to the right fielder. I think the right fielder had to take about 2 steps to catch that one, and that'll end the inning. But not before the Panthers pick up one more run and tie it up 4-4 as we head to the top of the 4th inning.
4-4.
The staff members at Fremont Funeral Chapel in Fremont, Iowa will guide your family in creating a meaningful ceremony to honor the life and memory of a loved one. A ceremony can be anything you wish it to be, simple or elaborate, traditional or unique. No matter how it's tailored, such a ceremony is an important step in recovering from loss. Let the staff at Fremont Funeral Chapel in Fremont, Iowa help you in your time of need. Fremont Funeral Chapel, one of our big sponsors for all of our Pekin coverage here on Steve Shuttler Media, Facebook and YouTube, as well as Daisy Dew Landscaping, Keokuk County Hospital and Clinics. We've also got Oski Dental, Nutrient Ag and Hedrick, Copeland Auto Body, Cranston Family Funeral Home, and Fairfield Precast Concrete, all sponsors on our Pekin baseball and softball coverage this summer here on Steve Shuttler Media. We are going to the top of the fourth, all knotted up at 4 apiece.
Okay, it is on. The wind went quiet. You must have.
Well,
the wind must be hitting
my
your
microphone is going into my. Yeah, the wind is going into my microphone, so
Okay.
I'm turning mine off, and it cuts it out.
We didn't want to listen to you talk anyway, so and nobody can hear your response right now. Here's the first pitch. It's called strike one. To Great Batch. Addie Smith throwing a pretty good game. It's 4-4. His pitch number 2 is called strike 2. So starts off the inning with 2 pitches right down Broadway, and Great Bach not looking to swing at those 2. See what Smith can follow up with here. Gamble sets up outside. The pitch is inside for ball number 1. The 1-2 from Smith is outside for ball number 2, so it's 2-2 now. The number 9 hitter, Great Bach. Great Batch. I keep saying Bach, but it's Batch. Two is in the dirt, bounced in front of the plate for ball number 3. Full count. We are in the 4th of 7 innings here, tied up. 4 apiece. Panthers able to put the Sabres down in order the last time out. We'll see here a payoff pitch is low. Going to start off with a leadoff walk. For the Sabres, and that'll send us back to the top of the order. Chloe French, the pitcher, steps in. First pitch is swung on and hit deep to right field. Back at the wall and missing the catch, falling to the ground. Runners are kind of log jammed there. Throw in is going to hold French at first. And Great Batch stops at second. As Atkinson out there just misjudged it completely. Ball went right just to the left of her glove. Caused the logjam of runners anyway, because Great Batch was assuming that she was going to catch it. First pitch is swung on and missed here by Duran. Great Batch just assumed there was going to be a catch and was going to possibly tag up, but it was dropped, so French could not round first. As Duran has doubled and reached on air for pitches high and inside for ball number 1. Pitch from Smith is high. So wind for the outfielders definitely causing a problem today. A couple of routine fly balls just misjudged by a foot or so. Pitch is inside. 3-1 is the count. for Kristen Duran, the senior. Shortstop for the Sabres. She waits the 3-1. Smith winds, delivers. The pitch is popped up to center field. Guys coming in to make the play, lets it drop. Nobody's at second to cover the base, so all runners will be safe. And that
If
will
somebody
load
would
them
have
up.
been covering second, they probably would have got an out in that situation.
Yeah, in that situation, shortstop Parsons should be over there at second base because it's going to pull your second baseman long. It was on that side of the base. It's going to pull her out there, too, to try to make the play. Parsons missed opportunity there. Nonetheless, bases loaded with no one out. This pitch is low for ball one. And at the very least, if you get all three fielders in that situation all going for that ball, whoever ends up with it in their hands should be, this one's fouled away, should be sprinting into the infield at that point. Little hiccup. See if they can find their way out of it. It'll be a 1-1 count now to Reed. Again, bases loaded, no one out. Game is tied at 4 right now. This situation, you got to really lean on your pitcher and hope she can execute. Here's the pitch. Swung on and popped up. Same spot as the last one. Parsons is going to call this one off. Drops it. Goes off of her glove. It should have been an infield fly. They didn't call anything. 1 run will score. So there they did say that it was an infield fly was enforced. The run will score. French moves up to third and Duran to second. Pitch is swung on and missed, and then here's a throw down to third, not in time, nearly throwing it away. Was Gamble. If her throw didn't hook on her there, I think they had a chance of picking French off there at third. Pitch I do believe was called a strike. Here's the pitch. This is in the dirt. Gets to the backstop. Coming home will be French. She'll score easily. And advancing up to third is Duran. Makes the score 6-4 in favor of Twin Cedars. Count is 1-1 on Mockenhop. One out runner on third. Pitch from Smith. It's high. Ball 2. Pitch called. Strike 2. 2-2 now to Mockenhop. Pitch swung on and hit softly to the shortstop Parsons. She fires the first, gets the out. Run will score. 2 outs now. That'll go down as a 6-3 for the second out. And the score now 7-4 in favor of Twin Cedars. And looks like we're going to get a pitching change here as Smith is going to come out. Parsons is going to come into pitch. Smith will go out to center field. Abby Geis went into the dugout. I assume she's going to go into shortstop. She's probably just going in to switch her glove maybe or get her mask. She comes right back out to shortstop. So Abby Geis will move into shortstop. Abby Smith out to center field and Ezra Parsons in to pitch for the Panthers. A little bit of a break while she warms up.
For landscaping, excavation, and construction, Daisy Do Landscaping can do almost anything. Give them a call to see how they can help you out. Daisy Do Landscaping can help with new landscaping installation, planting trees, shrubs, and perennials, plus lawn seeding, fertilizing, and spraying. Daisy Do Landscaping at 641-919-1290 in Ollie, Iowa. You can find Daisy Do Landscaping on Facebook. And we thank Daisy Do Landscaping for being one of our sponsors here. Yeah.